So, I forgot to set up and record. So let me tell you what I'm doing down here. When I copy a garment to make something, first of all, I don't copy fashion unless just making it for myself because I can't afford it or something. I never sell other people's work, but I will knock something off for myself, but just for me. But I don't like to sell other people's work. You know what I mean? That's not okay. Don't do that. Anyway, I pin the pieces down to paper and trace around them, and then I will go around again and give it a seam allowance. Sometimes, in the case of doll clothes, I will literally just take an elastic or some tape and put two pencils together because that creates just enough distance for a scant seam allowance on things like doll clothes. So anyway, I did that, and then I will take it off and I'll do this piece. So I'll need 4 of these, and according to this, 1 of these, but I don't know about this seam allowance. That's really tight. And I don't have a serger or overlock. So yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. An elastic like this, I will mark the placement. You'll see. You'll see. I'll get there. But I've already done this one before I remembered that I'm supposed to be recording my stuff. Because people wanted to know, some people, few people, wanted to know how I did it. So, I only have very few patterns for boy clothes in my Cabbage Patch Kid stuff. My Cabbage Patch Kids patterns. So that requires a little extra effort on my part. And you can hear my dog crying because the weather is nice and she literally only wants to be outside ever. And yeah, she heard me say that. And she will go out many, many times today. Anyway, often I do this. And then I will, the reason I go over the lines is because when I come back through and do this, I'm going to need that extra. So I just go around, and my dog is digging. Hi, baby. Hang on. Let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate. I'm also trying very hard to see what I'm doing, and the sun is very bright, and this orange is very neon. Meow. And go past the line because I need to go past the line here. Ta-da! I don't actually need a seam allowance up there. That's where it was serged. Silly me. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. And I don't have a serger, like I said. But I will do, I have stitches that will seal the edges after I sew them in place. So that's good enough for me. And this isn't exactly a science. It's not. Foxy! Foxy, Foxy, it's okay, honey. We are getting very close to that time of the year when I just leave the back door open and let her go. Because the back door is through the garage, so I only have to open the garage door to let her through. Anyway, this is a piece of scrap paper. There's something else on the other side. So anyway, that makes my pattern for the front of the vest. And the back of the vest isn't going to fit, is it? I didn't leave myself enough room on this same piece of scrap paper. But also I can fold it in half and place it on the edge. That would be a fold line. I know, baby. We just want to be outside all day, all night. So anyway, I'll do the same as I did with the front, with the back. It's just a matter of isolating the parts and, you know. And then you can test it, or you can just go whole hog, which I usually do. And sometimes I get lucky, and sometimes my whole hog turns into a test. So that's that part. All right, I have finished. I've made markings for place on fold, grain line, where the elastic goes, where fasteners can go, grain line, and where to connect them. And I've already measured these places to make sure they match up. So now I have a vest pattern that I didn't have before, which is great. Now, the question is, how do I want to do the shirt? And I've actually decided to go back to the original shirt pattern that I had in this package that I was using for the pants. And even though it's supposed to make a ruffly sleeve, I decided I'm just going to add a cuff or an elastic casing and make it look poofy. So we'll have a puffy sleeve shirt. Not Seinfeld level, just ever so slightly. But I think it'll be a good look. So let me find this shirt pattern. It's actually an interesting and pretty simple pattern. Here it is. Come on, work with me, friend. Thus. Isn't that interesting? So I'm going to work with that. Here is the other side. Got 2 for the front. Got 1 for the back. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be the collar. But I will double check, of course. It will not come on fold. I may have to iron these. And yes, you can iron paper patterns. Just use a low heat setting and be careful not to burn them. Okay, I'm going to have to iron that. Anyway, does it say? Yeah, collar. So B shirt, B shirt, B shirt for the collar, and then I'm just going to add a cuff. And all problems will be solved. I think it'll be a good shirt, especially with a vest and his little trousers. So I think the vest is going to be made out of this. Maybe not. I've got this stuff right here. What do you think of that? That'll be a cute vest, right? Let's go with that. And I'll put the rest of these away. And I'll be back later. Right, so I ironed some fabric, I ironed my patterns, I pinned them down, and they're actually having me make bias tape for the shirt itself, which is fine. I don't have white anyway, so it just makes sense to go ahead and make it to match. So I'll be doing this. I'm just gonna elasticate the wrist. It's gonna kind of look like a poet shirt a little bit. A little Renaissance-y maybe. And I'm gonna make the vest. And the pants are ready to go. They just need to be sewn, so that's what's gonna happen here as well. I'm still trying to decide if I want a mouse vest or a cat vest, and I have asked for assistance, and you will find out the results. So I'm sitting here with Baldie. The clothes are all cut and ready to go. I had company today, so I didn't get as much work done. So this video will be a day later than expected. I did take Baldie out of the window. That is as good as a day in the sun has gotten this. Whoops, sorry. This mark on his face. There we go. There it is. I haven't decided what I'm going to have to do with that. The one on the foot is much lighter than it was, and I think I'm going to give it another go round before I give up. But that's actually better than it was, so we'll give that another chance. This, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to find another method to take care of that. But I've got his outfit ready to go. We haven't decided, by we, I mean me and him, haven't decided whether he's going to have cats or mice for his vest. So I'm just making both, and someone else will wear the one that he doesn't wear, because why not? So I'm not going to get these sewed today. I'll have to do these another day, but they're ready to go, and you'll be able to see that process just like you did when I made her dress, if you saw that. That one's only on Facebook. Anyway, she's still waiting. I may start to work on her in the meantime. That way I'll have two, and I'll be doing one and the other and go back and forth, and then I'll just post the other one when the first one is finished. Because I guess that's the thing that people do when they have brains and know what they're doing. But I might try that because I've already cleaned her face. And I am dying to get to this hair, which is going to need, well, it's synthetic, so a lot of fabric softener. Like a lot of fabric softener. Oh, it's bad. Poor girl. We'll take care of it. All right, I've tried everything. I pulled out my heat gun and I tried to scrape it off with my X-Acto knife. I sanded it down. It's not going anywhere. There is nothing I can do. So this child has a birthmark and we're all going to have to learn to live with it. This will be interesting. It's literally just all this stuff being sewn. I'm going to start with the stuff that actually goes to this current project. Where's my pedal hiding? There it is. I dropped a pin this morning, by the way. I'm just hoping I find it before the dogs do. Puppies! Please don't do that. Fox! Good thing I'm not planning audio with this video. Hey! Yelling at her from the next room just makes her think you're barking with her.
She wouldn't stop barking long enough.
I know.
Okay, get down. Come on. Now get down. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Hi, kids.
Nothing wrong. Just let them be. Come on. Come on.
What did she see?
I have no idea. Didn't even look. I just assumed it was the neighbors being neighbors.
Oh my God, there's a neighbor on the street.
No idea.
Yeah, it probably nothing. Yeah, the odds of it being something are very, very slim. considering she doesn't like our neighbors using the street, which is public to use. She does not appreciate. Whoa. Something happened over here. It's okay. I'll fix it. That's what happens when you leave something sitting for a couple days, you know? And I learned from the last one. This needs to be going straight in. There we go. Okay. I fixed. We good. Take this one. Foxy. Mommy's recording, honey. Peekaboo. No? It worked on Zuggy. That's funny. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Hey.
Good Lord. Oh, the nerve of that guy.
Hey, stop. Don't you run at me.
Charlie's expecting a delivery, so.
Hey, I get it. He's a mailman. That's his job. Dog's a market mailman. But he's gone. Stop. Stop, both of you. Dougie, don't start in.
Yeah, he barks out of solidarity.
Oh, I know. You gotta check the mail. You gotta stay right stay. Go see Mama. Dougie. Hey. Come here. No. Guys, come here. I gotta talk to me. Dougie, come here. No.
You dogs are being kind of poopy.
Stop. You need to check the mail. I can't do that when you're barking and you're trying to get over there. Okay? I'm gonna open this door. You're gonna stay. Both of you. Hey.
No.
Okay. Hey, stop. People walking by, they're allowed to. Well, that's for me. Better its own. And what's this? Blue. What kind of fur you?
Guys, I am recording. Come on.
Okay, guys. Mama, I'm just trying to record. Hey, yeah. Nah. You want me to lock that door? Come on. Okay with that?
Hang on, I will help, actually. Let me get this done, and then I will pause it. And it's a good thing I was planning to speed this up and put music over it. Alrighty. We have blocked off the living room. That should mean less barking. And I should be able to pull all of this out through here. So I'm going to do all around. forgot to do the armpit hole first. Oopsie. Believe it or not, I actually use much less pressure with this one. And that's why I do it. Almost didn't make that curve at the end. I was going too fast. Then all my pieces are together. Oops, my cat slept on it.
Needed to.
Oh wait,